Everyone, and welcome to Sports Watch. If you like the content, please press the bell icon for further notifications and like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Ilia Topuria versus Max Holloway is the most anticipated matchup in the featherweight division. But the question that is harping on everyone's mind is whether Ilia is overlooking or underestimating Max Holloway. Why do I say that? In all the interviews that he has done so far, he has been rather dismissive of Max. Listening to his interviews, one might get the impression that it isn't going to be a fair contest. Now, every fighter has to believe in his own ability and not praise his opponent too much as to undermine himself, but Ilia has been sounding like he has been doing this forever, and Max Holloway is just a minor speed breaker in his path to greatness. In reality, Ilia has just become the champion. He hasn't defended the belt once. Max would be his first title defense. Ilia mocks the fact that Max has lost 7 times, while he hasn't lost once. But the question arises, who has he faced? The only championship caliber fighter that Ilia Topuria has faced was Alexander Volkanovski, and to his credit, finished him. He knocked Volk out, which Max couldn't do in 3 fights. Who else has he fought who is worthy of mentioning? Josh Emmett, who loses to every decent fighter he faces. Bryce Mitchell, who isn't in the top 5. Jai Herbert, who the hell is that guy? That kind of sums up Ilia's resume right there. If you take out Volk from there, it's absolutely shallow. Now, he was fast forward into a title shot because the UFC didn't want to have Max versus Volk for the 4th time. And Max had beaten every guy in the division apart from Volkanovski. So Ilia, in a way, got lucky that he bypassed Max and fought for the belt. There is no doubting his credential. Beating Max and Volk back to back would mean literally he is the guy in the division. But what happens if he loses? The question will automatically arise that would he have been champ had he faced Max before? Plus, Ilia has been talking about jumping weight classes and fighting Islam Makhachev, how it would be a horrible night for Islam. Dude, you have had one top 5 win in your entire career, and all of a sudden you were thinking of becoming double champ? He has had one 5-round fight in his entire career. This fight is Max Holloway's 15th straight 5-round fight. It just goes to show the level where Max has operated at in the past. He has fought champion after champion. He hasn't been knocked out yet in his career. Ilia has to do something that people like Volk, Brian Ortega, Jose Aldo, Anthony Pettis, Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier, and Justin Gaethje haven't been able to do. It's already an uphill task, and Max Holloway looked huge and sharp in his last fight against Justin Gaethje. As if he had put on the weight correctly this time and filled in properly. He earned his BMF title by knocking Gaethje out in the final second of the final round. It was an epic performance. Topuria was in the crowd, and his expression wasn't that of enthusiasm. Now he's trying to play mind games with Max and bait him, first with the fake BMF belt, and then by enticing him to stand and trade with him for the first 10 seconds of the fight. It's no secret that he wants the fight to end quickly, because if it doesn't, it might not be too good for him. Holloway only gets stronger as the fight progresses. So in his effort to get under Max's skin, he's indirectly provoking him. You should not provoke someone like Max Holloway. The guy is a warrior who always comes to fight. Don't give him further motivation to come for you. Ilia Topuria possesses some of the finest boxing in the UFC. And Max Holloway is on record saying that he's the best boxer in the UFC. So it will be a striking clinic. One thing that Ilia does extremely well is set up combinations. He will dip low with his left and right to the body and finish up on top. All the shots are intended to finish. And if any one of them lands, the results can be critical. It's the way he knocked out Volkanovski. But the reach of Max is going to give him problems. To get close, he has to threaten the takedown. Max is extremely good at his takedown defense, but the threat of the takedown opens up avenues for striking. And when you have hands like Topuria, it's something you should let go. And Max would know this fully well, that Ilia has to get close to him to knock him out. That's his only chance. The iconic chin of Max Holloway would be tested once again. Max does get hit, and Topuria is not the guy you want to get hit by. It's an intriguing matchup, to say the least. Who do you think has the upper hand? Will Ilia Topuria be the first guy to knock Max Holloway out cold? Or will Max Holloway retain and regain his featherweight title? Let me know in the comment section what you feel. And if you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.